Alright, so for the first game on Sunday, we have the 2-0 Birmingham Iron, who travel down to Atlanta to play the 0-2 Legends. The Iron are coming off of a 12-9 win against the Salt Lake Stallions, while the Atlanta Legends are coming off of a 12-24 loss against the San Diego Fleet. Alright, so let's start off with keys to the game. The keys to the game for the Iron would be, number 1, force Matt Sims to throw. The Legends rushing game looked better than week 1 in the game against the San Diego Fleet, and I think they could have a big day if the Iron can't find a way to stop it. So I'd definitely rather Matt Sims throwing than having the Legends pound it. A second key to the game for the Birmingham Iron would be play good, solid defense like they have all year. I think they have a chance to get another shutout here. The Legends offense is pretty bad. They're averaging 9 points per game, 6 week 1 and 12 week 2. So I think the Iron could get a shutout if they play the defense they did the first 2 weeks. And so let's go to the other team, the Atlanta Legends. So one key to the game for them would be long, slow drives downfield. What this means is they need long 8-minute drives to tire out that Iron defense because they're very, very good. Alright, so the second key to the game for the Legends, it's kind of the same as the Iron. It's to shut down Trent Richardson and force Luis Perez to throw. This is because Trent Richardson has been the powerhouse of that Iron offense, while Luis Perez has been good, but he hasn't thrown a touchdown in the first 2 weeks. So I think if they force Luis Perez to throw and hold Trent Richardson under 50 yards, it would help give them a chance to win. Alright, so my score prediction for the game is I don't see this game being close at all. I think the Iron defense gives the Legends offense a lot of trouble, and the Iron get their second shutout of the season. I think they win this one easily, 23-0. For the late game, we have the San Antonio Commanders versus the San Diego Fleet. They are both 1-1. The Commanders coming off of a loss to the Apollos, while the Fleet are coming off of a win to the Legends. Last time these two teams played in week 1, it was a hard-fought defensive battle, but the Commanders came out on top 15-6. Alright, so let's start off with keys of the games for the San Diego Fleet. So the first one would be feed Jaquan Gardner. That's how they won last week in Atlanta, and they put up 24 points by just giving him the ball. The line struggled, but he's had a great game. He had 100 yards rushing last week, and he had the second 100-yard rushing game in AAF history. A second key to the game for the San Diego Fleet would be they need to step up in the secondary because the Commanders arguably have the best receivers in the game. A lot of people might disagree and say Orlando has the best receivers, but they have one of the top receiving corps in the league, and the Fleet need to step up and stop that. Alright, so let's move on to the San Antonio Commanders. They played 2 very different games in week 1 and 2. In week 1, they played a defensive game where they scored 15 points and they held the Fleet to 6. But in week 2, they played an offensive game where the Apollos scored 37 and they scored 29. The first key to the game for the San Antonio Commanders would be to stop Jaquan Gardner and force Philip Nelson or Mike Beveridge to throw, because they've both looked terrible. They both have 2 picks, and neither of them have thrown a touchdown. And I think if they can stop Gardner, they can shut out this offense. My second key to the game for the San Antonio Commanders is feed their star receivers. Feed N'Keal McKay and Alonzo Moore. If they can get the ball in their hands, I think they'll have a great chance at winning this. Alright, so with all this being said, I think this is kind of like the week 1 game. It's a hard-fought defensive game. And I think the Fleet pull off the upset here and win the game 24-23. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to go like and subscribe for videos 4 out of 7 days a week. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on Tuesday. Peace.